Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. So originally this was going to be a wonderful show of me spending 371 free-to-play orbs live to try to summon the sheep. Well, I did manage to summon Genny, but as it turns out, she was poisoned. So this poisoned Mutton ended up poisoning my MP4 when I tried to extract it. And the video got corrupted, but I did manage to salvage the beginning of it. It's completely off sync, it's broken, but you should be able to make some sense of what's going on. And then afterwards, I will show you what happened in my barracks. I'll just do a little play-by-play by showing you my barracks. I haven't adjusted or summoned any other heroes after I finish summoning. So, yeah, let's do that real quick. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Today, we will continue from where we left off last time against the Lyndis banner for some sheeps. For some Jacobs. I can't wait to plus 10 Jacob and plus 10 Robins. Yeah, I don't need any sheep at all. Anyway, before we do that though, I need to go and check out this countering weapon skills and try to get me, or maybe a Dorcas or something. So much for that. Since I'm a proud owner of a plus 10 lobster, I guess we can try. So let's see, what will we get today? Oh, it's a Nowie, 3 stars, oh yeah, you get some! Well, looks like in the end I'll have to spend 20k feathers to try to get her to plus 10 at some point. Alright, well, now that that's happened, let us continue our wonderful journey. Now, show me! Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Okay. Alright, so that happened. I'm gonna end up plus 10ing both Robin and Jacob, aren't I? That's really going to happen, isn't it? Because this game is a joke. Let's see. All right, Sarah Moon. So one of the reasons why I'm summoning for sheep is because I need to go and, well, provide wonderful razzle dazzle for people like that Sarah just now, and another Sarah just now. Eventually, she's on my radar as one of the projects that needs to get finished, because she's actually a relatively strong healer. I have to talk about her at some point. But right now, I'm picking up Sarah and Matthews, which is, I guess, kind of fitting, but it would be kind of nice if I were to, get some Jacobs. Yeah, I can't wait to get more Jacobs. Isn't that right, Georgie boy? Let's get some more Jacobs. Oh yeah, that is the best. I can't wait to pick up more Jacobs. Robins. Oh, that would be... Oh, it's Leaf Path, Nana herself. I was actually a little scared for a second there when I got the whole cloud thing. I was slightly afraid, but it was Nana. That is good. Nana would be nice. I would like to transfer some of her... It is the Sheep Path herself! How wonderful. You know what? Since this is a good chance, let's go and take a look at the Sheep Path's stats. Sheep Path. Because I might change my IVs. Yes, change my IVs. And that is terrible. But, given what we have here, it's plus HP, I think that's not gonna happen. At least not with this one. Still, wow, I got a Sheep Path. Alright! Now, let us move on to the next one. More Sarahs. Have I hit the right time period for sheeps and robins? Oh, this could be it. You know what? Let's go and summon... Okay, alright. I need Bulbasaurus Rex anyway. Come on, give me a Bulbasaurus Rex. I need more savage blows! Well, God, though, Father, is not a bad thing. Well, if you're here now, I assume you finished watching that terrible and off-sync clip of the beginning of my summoning. Now, this here list is the heroes that I picked up with the 371 free-to-play orbs that I used. Since the clip got corrupted, I have no choice but to do a homeless play-by-play of my summoning. Now, I didn't summon any more after my 371 orbs. I don't have any concrete proof of this, but I hope that you'll believe me, and that you can math out by the number of heroes that is here on this list that is what I got from 371 orbs. But anyway, let's begin from the beginning, and I'll just send home stuff that I don't need as we go. So in the beginning, I try to summon for Dorcas. Alright, I'm doing this play-by-play when you saw the clip, but it'll flow better if I do it like this. Anyway, so in the beginning, I tried to summon for Dorcas, but since there was no green orbs, I ended up having to pick up Naui. And, well, I did get her, but she was 3 stars, so I can't really do much with her. Then, immediately afterwards, I go to the legendary banner, and I got brain damage. Because this was the first summon that I got. It was absolutely terrible. At this point, my brain was already fried, and that was just the very beginning. After that, I got Felicia, I got Petal Path, then I got 2 Sarahs. This one is no good because the speed is low. Then I got this one, and then I got a Matt, and then I got a George, and then I finally picked up my very first Nana. So I put her on favorites so that I either will build her, or I might just use her as restore fodder, because restore is still a pretty decent skill. Then afterwards, immediately, I managed to pick up a Genny. So after picking up a sheep, I had to think for a second. Do I really want to keep going? Because, well, I mean, it has been pretty lucrative. I have been getting a lot of 5 stars. Maybe I'll try to get another sheep. So with that reasoning, I continued onward, getting yet another Sarah. And then I got Titania, who is kind of hot, and I also need to build more. I also need to get myself Guard 3 eventually with her. So I might as well just keep her around as a stock. If anything else, I can sacrifice her for Guard 2. Guard 2 is just as good, really. Then I got yet another Matt. I got Lolly Latches, got a Sakura. Let me send these guys home real quick. Oh, oops. Wow, that made me lose my place. Okay, there we go. So, I got my Sakura. And then, I tried to, because I didn't have any more colorless and green, I tried to summon for Chill Speed. Well, this person appeared again. Well, I do like Erica a lot. As father, she's absolutely terrible. I mean, Swift Sparrow is the only thing I can get off of her. I guess it's not so bad, but we can do a little bit better than that. I really was hoping to get my very first Fallen Celica and get some brain damage off of her. Maybe they're Chill Speed. Maybe I'll even use her. But, well, in the end, I ended up getting her. After that, I got Osama Bin Laden, I got a Jacob, I got a Kagero, it's also a terrible one with minus attack. Then I got a brain damage Lissa, I got Don't Buy Clarine, I got Selef, and then I got Bartre, yeah, I was hoping for something nice there. Then afterwards, I did get something nice, and it is another City Mongolian Lin. So, Lyndis Khan in this one is, what? Looks like neutral. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me just take a look actually now. Let's see. With weapon, your IVs are 17, 23, 10, 4. Oh, nope. It's plus dev and minus res. Still, it's pretty good for speed tactics fodder at the very least. And then I managed to pick up Iceberg, which I should start saving. Maybe I'll save him this time. Then I got Setsuna. Then I got Selena Miku, and I got a Marth, in which case I started commenting on how it is a sad day for Marth to become a 3-star hero. It's actually pretty terrible how far down he's gone since joining Fire Emblem Heroes. And then I got another Don't Buy Clarine, I got another Felicia, got more Ogma, and I commented on how at least he's not here to pity break me anymore. I do have a couple pity breaker Ogmas, which I will show eventually. Yet another minus attack Kagero, and then I got a Lissa brain damage, I got Osama Bin Laden, I got a Lolly Latches, I got Petal Path, who immediately followed after because, dirty old man will always follow a lolly. And then I got Virion. Then afterwards, I got another Robin. In which case, I suffered extreme brain damage. And my brain was fried. And I was like, oh man, maybe I'll actually plus 10 her at this rate. Then I got Lolly Latches, and I got Sakura, I got another Sarah Moon, I got more Petal Path, and then I got another Nana, which I'm very happy for, and I favorited her. And then I got Leon, which is a good father, but not starting at 3 stars, so I'm sending him to the Shadow Realm. Then I got another Jacob, in which case I was like, alright, okay. Alright, you know what? I want to get plus 10 Jacob anyway. So with that in mind, I continued summoning, because if you proudly declare your intentions to the game will give you stuff that are completely unrelated. Now that said, I moved on to Dr. Sakura, and then I got yet another Petal Wrist, and I got a giant eyeball because I didn't have green and colorless. Tried for Fallen Celica, nope, I get giant eyeballs instead. And then I get yet another Sarah, in which I commented on, whew, man, maybe I entered some kind of Sarah timetable or something, and I'm just getting an unlimited copy of her. Immediately afterwards, I ended up getting 2 Grimas back to back. It was absolutely brain damage. And in which case, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually going to plus 10 her, guys. I'm actually going to plus 10 her. And that's what happened. I got significant brain damage. Oh, and then I got Nana. I better go and favorite her before I forget and accidentally send her to the Shadow Realm. That said, let's send these to the Shadow Realm. Get me more feathers. Okay, so afterwards, I went back to the usual grind, getting Lissa's, got a Cockroach Boy. He's actually kind of useful. Let me actually save him. I could use the rope. Well, then again, I already have a lot of... let's keep him anyway. I could use a rope dagger. Those are useful. And I'll keep the Iceberg this time. Well, then again, maybe I'll trash this one. I have too many heroes anyway. We'll do it like that. Then I got Batre and his friend Bost. And then I got Shining Eyeballs. So after Giant Eyeballs, you get Shining Eyeballs. 4-star Leon is good as fodder. He could eventually become Slaying Bow fodder or Guard fodder, so I keep him around. Osama Bin Laden gets sent to the Shadow Realm. And then Baruka, Lyndis Baruka, unfortunately will have to get sent to the Shadow Realm because I already have enough of her in reserve to plus 10 at some point. As is Saizo, and well, he's 3 stars, so not very good. And then I managed to get a Soth, which I'm very pleased to see because the last Soth that I got, which I should probably favorite just in case. The last Soth that I got, I sacrificed him for Spur Attack Speed on the Miracle Lobster, if you haven't noticed. This allows the Miracle Lobster to summon his minions, and they'll have +3 attack and speed when they spawn. This is a very, very important setup, and is what makes the Miracle Lobster a horrible, terrible gateway of heroes. Alright, now, I will send Nino back, because I have no need for her, because I've got a million of her. And then I will send the Demon 3-star Maria back, because I also don't have any more need for her, especially not at 3 stars. I have enough 4-star versions to go in. Oh, I'm almost out. Where did I get left off? Crap. Oh, I guess I was working on this. No, Virion, and then Leon, and yet another Leon. Well, I'm sending Virion back because I don't need him. Yeah, that's probably where I left off. So I'm sending Virion back, and I'm keeping a Leon just in case. I'm sending Matt back, even though he is decent fodder for home speed and whatnot, because 3 stars, I have to sacrifice feathers I don't want to spend. Same goes for Virion, same goes for Osama Bin Laden. I might just save a couple Setsunas from now on, so I'll save this one. Then I'll send Petal Riz back, and yet another Sarah. I got a Dr. Sakura, and then finally I got my second sheep. In which case I was like, yes, I did it, yatta! And then I was like, oh, maybe I should stop summoning now, because now I have 2 sheeps on reserves. So that's good enough for a couple healers already. That's good enough for Clarine, and it's good enough for Nana. But I might have to future-proof myself, so I might summon 1 or 2 more Genny. Maybe. I'm not sure. I might just summon with money again. I'm hoping to not have to do that, but I might just have to do it because, 1, I don't feel like ending my summoning session with this homeless play-by-play session that I'm showing you right now, because it's not nearly as exciting as watching it happen live. But on the other hand, do I really need more sheep? I mean, I do really like Maribel, and I really do like Silk, so I might just go ahead and do that. Those are the last few healers that I really care about, so I might just do that. So, that said, oh, and you know what? You know, there's no telling. What if that CYL Veronica turned out to be a healer? Or what if Loki... No, Loki doesn't really need it. Loki has Thok. But still, what if CYL Veronica turned out to be a healer as well? Maybe I will continue my summoning adventure. Maybe I'll spend, you know, a couple packs to get me a couple 100 orbs again to try and do more summoning. Because ending it in this horrible play-by-play isn't very good. But still, I don't know. I've been trying to get back into free-to-play ways and not my old ways again. I'll have to decide on this in a bit. If you have any suggestions, let me hear it on the comments. Though I don't know. I'm currently suffering massive brain damage. But anyway, let's send the rest of these home. Since we're almost at 10, might as well, and I have plenty of Demon Marias. Alright, and with that, that's the end of my summoning. I got a Soli at the very end, and, well, that sullied my mood. Alright, now that these have all been sent back, let's do a general review of how many of these horrible units I managed to obtain. So, let's see. And now you get a good and decent look of my barracks of how horrible they are. Okay, so I managed to pick up 4 Jacob from this entire journey. It is pretty terrible, but I managed to pick up 4 Jacob. Originally, I thought that I would end up getting Jacobs instead, but as it turns out, I ended up picking 6 horrible Grima. So this makes me think, should I perhaps I should summon more? I don't know. This gave me significant brain damage, as you've seen, and I don't know. Should I do it? Should I try to summon more female Robins? Or female Grima? I don't know. I have a way to build her, to turn her into a horrible, violent monster, so maybe I will do such a thing. But I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether to do it this summoning or not. Maybe I will, so that I get more sheeps. Currently, I have 2 and 1 extra sheep on reserve that I might use to change my IVs with. It's a plus attack and minus speed sheep. Since the sheep is kind of slow already, losing some speed isn't so bad, but she also gets a super boon, which I have currently on my speed sheep, which allows her to double a certain number of targets. So I'm still kind of hard deciding on what to do at the moment, but that's basically pretty much it with my summoning spree. It's absolutely terrible, and I'm sorry to once again subject you to this horrible play-by-play of what happened. But hey, at the very least, you get to see my horrible barracks, or at least the lower end of it. Anyway, I will go back into my cave and decide whether to go and summon for more or not. I thank you all for watching this terrible summoning show, and of how Poison Mutton poisoned my entire video. Until next time.